All right, here we are, Ermac with the mask.
With the mask, and the mask was pretty praised.
Yeah,
Yeah, we like the mask.
And he has some of his gear.
Here, their helmets.
It's gnarly.
There's a helmet that I have been wearing.
Yeah, you see their helmets.
Which I will not talk anything more about. His movement's awesome.
I love the like weird marionette way he walks back and forwards. I think our
Like
design
a-
team and our
like
animators
a
really nailed
mummy or
the,
something.
kinda spooky mummy man.
A zombie.
On his knees
Undead
for
guy,
the-
yeah.
for his, cool throw. We got the Mavado throw, and then
Standard one right here.
just crumples
Very
you.
painful.
Twists and turns on
let's
you.
talk about Ermac. One of his main strings, people are really going to enjoy. One of my favorites, kind of old school. One of those strings that ends in a grab at the end.
Very
Okay.
reminiscent of like the Ultimate MK3 kind of lift, except he throws him over, but that kind
Yeah.
of hand gesture reminds me of it, which is a cool.
Probably easier to do.
Will we have a
And
projectile?
if you want to, you
Like
don't have
UMK3.
You don't have to do the ending, and it's not
Probably not.
But why
This-
wouldn't you lift?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
it's
it's
too
cool.
cool. Like
Yeah.
boom.
Do you lift, bro? Remember that?
This is one of his main strings too that I love using. 2-1-2. Pop up.
Okay. I see you.
It immediately goes into pop.
Oh, that is
After
so
that,
sick.
If you want to, just super cool. Like just one of those moves people really enjoy because it takes a lot of the onus off of you. It's a pop up combo. You get way up in the air and you can do stuff.
And I think you'll see that he has a lot of really cool air combos and air enders and stuff
He
like
has
that.
He has some of the most air moves in the game, I would say.
That's because he's Ermac.
There we are.
Love
This move.
Ooh, I like that.
Kicks you and then
it. Just a burst of souls.
and it for a string does a good amount of damage. This can be canceled out.
Yeah, almost
with some
200.
stuff that we will show later, so we're gonna hold off on that a little bit.
You're working up to it.
We're gonna work up to it. His Torch 4 is really neat. This is just neat, and then Torch 4-3 is just, it knocks them away. This is another move that on the outset looks just like a kind of a jumping knee.
Right.
A lot more is
Flying
gonna come from that later.
knee.
We'll get back to that as
Yeah,
well.
you'll
Seth
notice
Rollins.
He's airborne, which
Yes.
we'll talk about.
Keep that in mind. Yes, it knocks them into the air.
Okay.
And it knocks them into the air. And what you're stating, Ermac's
he
in
is
the air.
airborne, yes.
Yes. 4-2-2 is an overhead. So, like we said earlier, it's not a lot of overhead lows with Ermac. This is one thing you kind of throw out and fish, and knock them down, knock them away, or just throw the overhead out and cancel into a special.
It's also worth considering, while he may not have the best lows, the Kameo systems means
Absolutely.
there are characters like Kung Lao and Frost that have good lows.
Absolutely. But this is a great one to start out there. Has a good amount of
distance,
range.
yeah.
Good amount of range. Back to 4 is
Okay.
a cool sort of just trapping bounce. And it can be special canceled as well. If you want to.
Grab him after that. Grab him. There it is.
And more stuff too. Obviously.
That's what I was waiting on.
Right there. This move is a ton of fun. This is just his back 3. It's kind of like a get the heck off me move. Just sends you full back. A specter comes out and knocks you backwards. Gives you a little distance when you need it.
Right.
It seems like he does do a lot of things to get distance as well.
He does, and he has a couple of things that can get him back in range as well.
Yeah, it's supposed to be rushdown, right?
Let's talk about some special
He'd
moves.
be zoning.
As we've seen earlier, we got it's the classic lift.
Don't make no sense.
Yep,
All right, here we go.
Big skeletal witch lady.
We got
Now, you can
Spinal
also
from
use
Killer
Ermac
Instinct here.
To trap him.
All right, giving MKX
Do
Predator
air
vibes.
combos or whatever you want to do after that, which is super cool. A lot of fun. A lot of stuff you can do with that. He's got his push
Yep.
and has a good amount of range. That's the kind of
That
guy-
is sick.
That's your guy. It's one of those good things when you play Ermac where you can always sort of like
I love
check
it.
in people who are trying to move in on you.
Exactly.
And they have to be really
The space
safe, 'cause
on that
there's
is
a good
nice.
amount of distance there.
Yeah,
When you
That is sick.
use meter on that, it is also armor.
Which is a great armor move. You can use that to beat projectiles, long
I love that.
normals. You could like whiff punish with it.
Right. And that's full. I just did pretty much.
That's gonna be
right
so
there,
OP.
And that's
You got some good range.
Got some good range.
Got some good range.
Of course, the teleport.
Right.
This teleport is very interesting. So see, I'm starting on the ground. I teleport. I end on the ground.
Yeah.
Down there.
I can also,
Nice.
so I can go on the ground or the air.
Do it again now, what?
So I can go up, or I can do it from the air. You go up. You can do it to the air. You go back down.
Wow.
So like any up, down, you can mix and match.
Mind blown right now.
It's
One thing
perfect.
that's fun to do too is you can actually kind of go up here, whiff it, and you're right in their face.
Right.
And you know, a lot of people might do something to you. A lot of people won't. So that's a lot of fun too.
It's also going to be a thing that's really going to add to their mental stack when you have multiple options coming out. They're going to have to look for the teleport, and then also
Not know where it's
guess
coming
how
from,
you're
yeah.
going to teleport back in.
Right. Big thing. Down back 2 is this. Oh, that's not that.
Oh.
Did it wrong.
Down back to
Oh.
Hover.
Okay.
So hover
Mystic Bomb.
does quite a few things. You're hovering. You can cancel it early.
Do we get a
that
drop?
Sort of thing. If you meter burn it, it's quicker.
Nope.
And we'll explain that in a second. So remember that knee we talked about.
Yes, I do.
Tell me about that knee.
So you can cancel
Oh wow.
into knee
Wow.
with levitate.
Okay.
So you can continue pressure. So I can do that. Maybe I come down and I throw. Lots of things you can do with that. So if he's in the air, he can do his levitate, which opens up a lot of
Yo,
things.
mix
Like
up
this string
City
I
with
took-
Ermac.
He's
can
really
do-
gonna come up with some crazy stuff.
Very cool.
Missed it. Hold on, sorry. So I can levitate out of it.
Come on, Tyler. There it is.
Okay, Lanny.
Right.
There it
Into
is.
a full combo.
Got it in less
3
than 3
hundo.
tries.
Right. Feel
you're just
really
a
good
normal
about it.
person.
I'm just a normal human being. And hover's super cool. So it's just you always. You know,
I love that kind of UMK3
Pose, yeah.
pose. It's
once you start putting this pressure on, like where does it go, right? And that's gonna be really fun for a lot of people to play with. I've really enjoyed it.
That is sweet.
So sometimes when I'm like alone in my apartment, I do that pose, and that's not weird, right? Everyone
not-
does that, right?
Absolutely normal.
A little
Okay.
weird.
Let's talk about some new stuff to Mortal Kombat 1's Ermac. First off, there's this
The
move
new.
called Death's Embrace,
Okay.
where he comes out of
Whoa.
spirit, touches him, and
There it
gets this
is.
sort of
There it
shield.
is. We saw
Right.
that
While
for a
that is
few
happening,
seconds.
and it lasts 5-6 seconds. There, it went away. Your health bar is now your meter.
Oh.
So you are getting meter taken off instead
Okay.
of right.
So a very clear scenario would be you're about to lose.
Right.
You have
Yeah.
only 1 hit left.
But you got full
But
meat.
you
Get
got
your little
3
armor.
bars.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay,
let's say
so that's
you're
what
way
that was
ahead
in
of
the
time's
trailer.
running out. Turn it on. They're chipping away at your meter
Right.
while your health bar is safe. The cool thing about this too is you can turn it off whenever you want to. So if someone's doing a combo to you, you can take half that combo, turn it off. Like there's a lot of different like mind games you can play with it. Some fun stuff that way.
Also, the little demon lady looks really cool.
She does.
What's this called? Death's
Another
Embrace?
move that's new is Spirit Punch. So he has this punch where he charges it up and lets out just a torrent of these spirits.
Baja Blast spirits.
Now it has a bunch of levels. You can do it just real quick. Just knock them away. Hold it down. Gives you a crumple state,
Ooh.
Ooh.
and then
That is sick.
it's time. You know.
Man.
Okay.
Now here's the other.
love it.
This move can be canceled out. So you can turn it on. I can back out. Turn it on. Back forward. You can put it in a move. You can do it during a combo and do it. I'm sorry to say, not great at that, but you can continue pressure like we were talking about earlier. Super cool move. Another move he has that's new is this Shrieking Souls move, where he slides on the ground and
I love
knocks you
that.
up.
That's my favorite new
This
move.
also can be canceled. So once you hit, you can double dash forward and continue a combo. So I can be like
Ooh.
Okay.
Very
like
cool.
that,
You got it.
and so that it just always like constant pressure with Ermac. You're continuing moving forward, pressuring them, teleporting around. Just like you talked about earlier, I love the term when you use mental stack.
Yes.
There's so much, just like a lot of our characters, there's so much stuff you have to think about while you're fighting him that could happen at any time.
It also seems like a reoccurring thing here is combo options,
Yeah.
ability routes. Very cool.
One of my favorite moves he has is this. He's got, this
Oh.
is his only quote-unquote projectile. As you can see, it runs across the ground. You can
Okay.
only do it in the air. If you use meter, it costs 2 bars of meter. But you can also do this, and it'll send out these hands. Which will start a combo.
2
Now,
bars,
this,
though.
Again, we'll go back to the knee. The thing that's sort of been the thesis of the story is you can do it from knee, which means
Nice.
bars. You know,
And they can set
in
them
the
up.
ground, you can
It's
literally
perfect. So easy.
come in, do that.
Very cool.
Sweet.
That's Ermac in a nutshell. Lots of cool stuff he can do. Players who
Lot
played
of
him
options.
before will get a lot of the same feeling, but there's a depth to him with these cancels, with these air shenanigans, we'll call
I'm
them,
happy.
that you can do.
It hardly seems like a fair fight that he all these ghost helpers.
Yeah.
Right? That doesn't seem
I'm
fair.
really happy.
Right, like it's Mortal Kombat, and ghosts are inherently, they've left this mortal coil.
I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to be enjoying
And,
Ermac.
Yeah, he's got
Because this is just scratching the surface on his potential, for
I guess
sure.
they're all part of him, so it's fair.
He is many.
It is him.
Yeah.
It is him still the same. We should definitely show his Fatal Blow.
Fatal Blow.
Because it is a projectile.
What?
Yeah, so let's do this.
That's crazy. It's projectile. Wow. Okay. Never noticed.
So Vaughn has a bunch of, he does a couple things. He has some setup tools. He has some combo extension tools. He has a way you can, use flawless block to push them back. Which
He's
I
got
will
a
not
trench
be showing
coat.
in the trailer.
Okay.
I cannot do that.
He's got pointy
It's
boots.
a lot of really cool stuff. So let's take a look. One thing he
All
has
right.
that's really neat. He'll just throw out this mine.
Yeah,
It'll
this
pull you forward.
was showcased a few times in
and
the
at
trailer.
end, you're kind of crumpled and knocked down. Now, if they can block that.
Is that some red dragon tech right there?
That's right,
It
yeah.
is.
Yep.
So, boom.
Created by the same scientist that built Suhao's
Laser.
chest plate.
It sure feels
Yeah.
like it, right? So he's got that. He can also, this is one of my favorites. This is generally used for a nice combo ender to add some damage. You can do the just fling each other.
Nomad's Touch.
Explain that. to
That
people who
is
don't know.
a Cabal move
Yeah,
from
it's a
MK
Cabal move.
Deception. I'm so excited to have Mavado in. He stole his hook swords in Deception. He stole Nomad's Touch. What a criminal.
Yeah,
That's
he's a
hilarious.
criminal. I mean, he's a well-known criminal.
Boom. He takes a little damage. The other person takes a little bit more. He also has, this is really cool. When you knock them down, you can slide out.
Slide
And
in
people are like, what does that do? Now it adds a little damage for one.
to lay the
What
wake up.
I enjoy it for is it stops wake ups.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they just have to hold that.
Yep.
And that's sort of what I've been sort of theory crafting its use as. Super cool. The two other moves he has, like remember these knees, we talked about these earlier. If they're in the air, he can fly back towards them and knock them back towards you. Which is super cool. So you can just combo
Yeah.
continuation.
Keep it going.
He can also do it from the sky.
I was going to
With a
ask.
different input, which I like showing it like this.
And that is neat because normally you cannot combo after an uppercut.
Some characters can.
Right.
Sonya's, I believe, can. Scorpions, I believe, can. This is a new one that you can do it on, and it's pretty. I slid up.
Going underneath.
It's pretty
There it is.
easy to do, I think, too. So that's neat. It's depending on what move you're doing to them is what you'll decide to do with either coming forward or dropping down. But for me, I found it really easy. Ermac has a lot of moves that I think it works with really well. I mean, that could be recency bias because I'm playing the characters together, but I've really enjoyed it.
Well, I think one thing that would be cool is he could help extend your combos if you're a character that's not combo focused.
Right.
Or if you are like Ermac and you have a lot of options, you can even go double down, which I think is one of the coolest things about the Kameo system, the ability to kind of, triple, quadruple down, or fill in gaps that you might have.
So, like, this is this basic combo I've been working on at my desk. We'll see if I can pull it off.
I got faith in you.
Okay.
It was good. It was good. It was good.
So close.
I feel like I should try it one more time.
Absolutely.
Well,
That was it.
Something like that.
One more.
Nice.
Okay, one more. All right.
Go
People are
Chiefs.
like, please stop.
I was trying to cover something.
I know. Let's go. Boom. Okay.
All right.
There it
There's
is.
my guy.
There he is.
Three
Time
hundo
to
off
charm. What do you
that.
call that combo?
We are mini.
Nice.
We are
Okay.
mini is what that's called. So that, in a nutshell,
I'm not sure.
is Mavado.
Mavado.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think he's gonna. I think the combat pack
Ambush
cameos,
character.
I think have been really, really cool how they added the meta. It's great to see. Cameos are almost as important as your roster character, and it's really neat to see the meta shift and evolve as people figure them out.
A wide variety across them all of what they can do.